So have you guys ever wondered why some companies are able to provide just a really good, consistent customer experience and others aren't? I mean, it seems like there's those companies that we just count on them to provide an amazing customer experience. We're always just so happy that we've done business with them. We can't wait to tell our family and our friends and others about the experience we've had. And then there's other companies that are the exact opposite. They always seem to let us down. Well, in today's video, I want to talk to you about this idea of creating an amazing customer experience, and I want to teach you how you can create a consistent customer experience that is going to make people want to go out and talk about you. So this past week, I was doing a campfire session, which is basically a strategy session that we go in and do with our clients. And one of the ladies in the room, she's a sales manager for the company. She talked about how her and her husband had recently gone on a cruise, and the first stop on their cruise was at a Four Seasons resort. Absolutely mind-blowing customer experience. She was blown away, said she could not stop thinking about this amazing customer experience that the Four Seasons provided. They got back on the ship, went to another island, got off, stayed at another high-end resort, and she said she was physically and emotionally depressed because of how bad the customer experience was as compared to the Four Seasons. So we talked about that. We said, why? You have two resorts, same clientele, same market, same pricing structure, and why does one provide a consistently incredible customer experience and the other doesn't? And so we started breaking that down, and this is something we work a lot with on our clients, is what is the breakdowns that happen and how can you be intentional about creating an amazing customer experience? Well, if you look at those companies and you do some research and you study the companies that do provide consistent, good customer experiences as opposed to those who don't, it usually boils down to two things: strategy and values-based processes. Okay, so it's not just strategy, it's the right kind of strategy. Companies that have a purpose-driven strategy that is clear and is known by everyone in the organization, and out of that purpose-driven strategy, they create values that are actionable, not values that are just words on paper. They create values that people actually follow and live because of processes that are put in place. So those companies that provide that consistent customer experience, it's because they've thought it out. They've intentionally planned it. It's not by accident. They've created a strategy that says, here's what we want to be known for in our customer experience, and then here's values that if we live these values, we know that we will provide that customer experience. However, just creating the values alone isn't enough. We need to put processes in place that will always cause us to live the values. So ask yourself as an organization, do we have a really clearly defined purpose-driven strategy around the customer experience we want to provide? Again, don't leave it up to chance. Don't leave it up to your people. Create it and be intentional about it. And once you have that purpose-driven strategy, then create values that can be lived, that are actionable, and they're going to be actionable by the processes you put in place.